Hello, and welcome to this video on amortization. We're going to work with a loan that a company has taken to cover some expenses, and we're going to find information about this loan using a formula from compound interest and a formula from annuities. If you feel like you don't have enough background in compound interest or in annuities, please review those topics before watching this video. If you watch this video and you have questions, please write a comment or contact me and I'll be happy to help you. I hope you enjoy this video. Consider an example where Tan Company purchased a large server for $22,000. The company paid 20% of the value as a down payment and received a loan for the balance at 4.5% compounded monthly. The loan has a term of 2 years and Tan Company has to make month-end payments to settle the loan. We need to work with 3 parts. First, we need to answer the question, what is the size of the month-end payments? Second, we need to answer the question, what was the total amount paid to settle the loan? And third, we need to calculate the total amount of interest paid throughout the term of the loan. In all parts, we need to round the answer to the nearest set. To work with a problem like the one we have here, it's important to start by recognizing that the loan is in the form of an annuity. Remember that an annuity is a series of payments, usually in equal amounts, that are made at regular intervals for a fixed period of time. The series of equal deposits that Tan Company makes every month for 2 years is called an annuity. Once we recognize that we're working with an annuity, we need to classify it so that we know which formulas we need to work with. Because payments are made at the end of each payment period, and the compounding period and the payment period are the same, we have that the annuity we're working with is ordinary and simple. And when an annuity is ordinary and simple, there are certain variables that are important to take into account. Now, the variables we need to work with here are the following ones. We have T, the term of the annuity. The term of the annuity is 2 years because the company needs to settle the loan in those 2 years. Next, when we have an annuity, we talk about the amount of the periodic payment, or PMT. That amount is an unknown in this problem. Actually, in part A, we get to find that amount. So the amount of the periodic payment is unknown, and it's the answer to part A. Next, we have the total number of payments during the term of the annuity. To find that total number of payments, we multiply the number of payments that are made per year by the time period in years. Because Tan Company makes month-end payments, we have that there are 12 payments per year. And because the term of the annuity is 2, we multiply 12 by 2 to get 24. So Tan Company makes 24 payments in total to settle the loan. Next, we work with interest rates. We have that the nominal interest rate is 4.5% or 0.045 if we use the decimals. And we have that the compounding frequency is given by 12 because interest is compounded monthly. Then we have that the periodic interest rate is equal to J divided by M, or same thing, 0.045 divided by 12. Okay, next we have the payment interval. The payment interval is the time between two successive payments. In this case, we have that the payment interval is monthly. The payment interval is also called the payment period. Okay. Now that we have all those variables in mind, let's start working with part A of this problem. We need to find the size of the month-end payments so that Tan Company gets to settle the loan in 2 years. Now, Tan Company received a loan for a certain amount of money, and it's not for the $22,000, but for the balance, which is 80% of the $22,000, because they made a down payment of 20% of $22,000. So the balance is 0.8 multiplied by $22,000, which is $17,600. Now that amount of money should be covered by the annuity. So the value of that amount of money after 2 years should match the value of the annuity, the future value of the annuity. So we have that the future value of the balance after 2 years, and interest is compounded monthly at 4.5%, should be equal to the future value of the annuity. And at this point, we get to use compound interest. The future value of $17,600 is 17,600 multiplied by 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 to the 24, and this should be equal to the future value of the annuity. And for an annuity that is ordinary and simple, we have that this future value is PMT multiplied by 1 plus I, so 0.05 for 12 to the n, this case 24, minus 1 over I. So we should have this equation. As a result, we get that PMT is 17,600 multiplied by 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 to the 24 multiplied by 0.045 over 12 divided by 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 to the 24 minus 1. We have just solved for PMT. And when we use a calculator to compute this value, we find something that can be rounded off to about $768.2. So we find that Tan Company has to make monthly payments of about $768.2 to settle the loan in 2 years. All right. Next, we can work with part B of the problem. In part B, we need to compute the total amount paid to settle the loan. And part B follows from part A because all we need to do is we need to multiply the amount of the periodic payment by 24. We do 768.2, that's the size of the monthly payments the Tan Company was making. by 24 because Tian Company makes 24 payments in total. And we get about $18,436.84. That's the total amount paid to settle the loan. And finally, Part C follows from Part B. The total amount of interest paid throughout the term of the loan comes from subtracting two values. We take the total amount paid to settle the loan, so the value we just got, and subtract the balance, so $17,600. And when we perform that subtraction, we get 836.84. So Tan Company paid about $836.84 in interest. All right, that's the end of this video. We used a formula from compound interest and a formula from annuity to find the answer to part A, and then parts B and C were tackled by using part A. If you have questions, just let me know by writing a comment or contacting me, and we figure it out together. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.